Hey, this is Keith at Custom Works Performance, and we're an authorized Holley EFI dealer, and we spend a lot of time working on sniper units. To say the least, most of them we don't install. We haven't installed one, sold one in quite a while. Not to say that there's necessarily a problem with them. We probably worked on 100 sniper units. I'm gonna say that probably when they come in, I'd say that of that 100, 20 of them came in and it was really just for tuning, just really dial them in, and I'd recommend that. If you have someone in your area that knows how to really tune a sniper unit, I mean, you can make some really nice adjustments on them, really get them fine-tuned. So I'm gonna say 20 out of 100. I mean, they all came in for fine tuning and stuff like that, but 20 out of 100, we could just tune them, play with them, they leave, they go away, and it's rare that you hear back from them. And one of the things that I do is when I tune something, I save on the SD card my tune. I save it, with our company name and the date, because a lot of times customers, sometimes cards will come back, and this leads into, of the 100, the problematic ones. Customer starts pushing the dials and messing with the thing, and I compare what's on the SD card to what they bring me, and I'm like, yeah, you've been messing with this thing. A lot of times they deny it, and then you're like, yeah, here's proof, and they go, oh yeah, well I did this. So anyways, and of the other 80 of the 100 that we probably worked on, I would say that a lot of those cars that came in, I'm going to say at least half of those cars that came in either didn't run or ran really bad. And those 40, I'm going to say 30 something of them, 32 of them were issues related to the installation job. Okay, poor installation. And we've had times where we just literally completely uninstalled the unit, went back and reinstalled it. Read the instructions, really, seriously. Ground the thing to the battery, power it from directly to the battery, not near it, next to it, whatever. So anyways, and we've had a couple of instances where we've had to send them back to Holley, and they've had issues or whatever. So right in this video, we're gonna address two of these issues that are not send it back to Holley related issues. These are kind of, I'm gonna call them Band-Aids, because they're kind of they're a good fix, but it's something that Holley should probably address. So we've got a car in the shop right now that we're working on, and we were addressing so if you have the symptoms of the idle sticking, right? You're pulling up to a stop sign and the idle's hanging high, and you flip the throttle, and sometimes it comes down, sometimes it doesn't. Now that could be related to your IAC settings, okay? So not 100%, but one of the things is when it's doing that, if you can get out of the car, grab the secondary lever on the secondaries and just tap on it. And if it closes, then there's your problem, and we're gonna show you kind of what we did in this case to address it. And there's other ways to address that. Another one is sometimes these things feel like the throttle's notchy, and you turn the car off and the throttle's nice and smooth. We're gonna show you how we address that too. So take a walk with me and take a look. So what we did here and what we were talking about is the secondary lever here. And sometimes as you open the throttle and this thing turns, sometimes this thing doesn't go down, because I think it's when it gets hot, the throttle shafts stick a little bit. And so what we did is we put a spring right here. Goes on, connects to the top here where the return spring is. Holley could probably put a stiffer spring in here, but they could probably machine it right too, so it returns. But we just put a spring in here, and it goes back, and it basically pulls the secondary down. So that's what we did, and it's working pretty much every time now. And so another thing that we did, if you can see here, where this bolt is where the throttle linkage usually mounts, okay? We have the throttle linkage mounted up here. We've made an extension, okay?
So we made it, it's kind of shaped like a boot. It goes back, and so it locks in underneath this tab. It's bolted through with a lock nut. And now the linkage mounts up. And I'm gonna say it's you know, anywhere from a 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch more length on this thing. Makes the throttle not so notchy. It actually makes it a little bit softer. And it's really worked out well on this thing. So anyways, that's where we're at. So, you know, I'd recommend trying those things. They're kind of easy fixes. And I'm really on the fence with the Holley Sniper. I think the design's good. I think some of the components in there, the O2 sensors, the IAC motors, the TPS, you know, if you start getting some weird things, go out and buy a genuine Bosch units. Go buy good standard motor products, you know, IAC or TPS or whatever. And I think that'll eliminate the problems. I think if you go on Amazon and you buy the you know, the $24, you know, IAC motor, you know, it's a piece of junk. So you buy the one from Holley, I think they're buying the same junk that's on, you know, Amazon or wherever you're buying it from, you know, AutoZone or some shit like that. So anyways, give it a try. Thanks for watching. And